there's 5 ways to get past the wall of awful. 2 don't work. 1 works but isn't healthy, and 2 other ones work. These are the 5 typical ways people go. The first one is people will just stare at it, but staring at it doesn't engage with anything. You're just staring, so you're not going to go anywhere. The second one is going around it. Oh, I'll like metaphorically go around this wall, but you're never going to, because it's a metaphor and it's infinitely wide. I know, because I made it up. You're never going to go around the wall of awful. You're going to end up getting distracted and doing something else. And then there's Hulk smash, where you just get really angry and you use that anger to crash through the wall. This is the first method that gets us through the wall, right? So when your kid is like, fine, I'll do my math. God, mom. And that happens, they're Hulk smashing. Or if they sit there and they flip their hood up and they get all like, woe is me, I suck, what's wrong with me, that kind of stuff. And then eventually they do it. That's also Hulk smashing. They're just Hulk smashing inward. Instead of attacking you, they're attacking themselves. In either case, they're damaging relationships, either their relationship with you or their relationship with themselves. And those 3, right? Smash the wall, go around it, or stare at it. It's fight, flight, and freeze. It's the body's stress response. It's our typical response to stress. So they're not that great. At least Hulk smash gets you past it, but it's still not a great strategy. The 2 that work, the 2 that are the healthiest and the most effective in terms of quality, are climbing it and putting a door in it, just like Debbie said. So when it comes to climbing the wall, a lot of that looks like sitting with our emotions and navigating our emotions and that kind of stuff, right? Just handling our business, recognizing that I have a wall of awful for this particular thing. Understanding that right now I'm feeling really anxious about doing my math, but I can do my math, right? Like some people even do the thing where they're like, I'm going to give myself 5 seconds to feel overwhelmed and then I'm going to start. Like, that's awesome. If you're a person who can do that, totally do that. Not everybody can, but it's a great strategy to try. And then putting a door in it looks like changing your emotional state, because this wall is made of emotions. So we can accept them and work through them and process them to climb it, or we can just change them. And there's a lot of ways to do that. You can listen to music, right? That'll help you change your emotional state. If you've ever been trying to go to the gym and you just can't seem to go to the gym, and then the Eye of the Tiger starts playing and you're doing push-ups on the floor of your living room, that's because that song changed your emotional state. That's what's up, right? You could also go somewhere else. That's often very useful as a strategy. Go to a coffee shop, go to your living room instead of your office, go work in your backyard. I don't know, whatever makes sense. And this happens in schools too, right? Like oftentimes kids with neurodiversity and ADHD want to go work in the hall, but the teachers don't let them because they're like, well, you're disruptive in the classroom. Why would I let you work in the hall? That kid might do really well working in the hall because they've changed their location, and that helps them change their emotional state and they can focus better. They might still chatter, but they might get a lot more done in the hallway than they would in the classroom. You could exercise. Exercise is a great way to change your emotional state if you have the time and the opportunity, right? I had a client, when he was struggling, his dad would send him outside to play basketball for 5 minutes. The kid would come back in and be ready to go because he'd be running around and playing basketball for 5 minutes and then he'd be square. I usually took that time to talk to dad about what was going on with the kid. But these are all strategies to help us more effectively manage our wall of awful and get through it in a quicker time frame. What's tricky is if we don't deal with those emotions, we might not be able to handle them next time as well, right? So climbing the wall, processing those emotions, dealing with them, helps us become a stronger climber. It's a really good long-term plan, but it takes a while. Putting a door in it is fast, but doesn't help us in the long term. So we kind of want to try to mix them up a little bit as much as we can. And it might even mean after the kid puts a door on their wall and does their homework, mom and dad maybe debrief with the kid, or if they have a coach, the coach debriefs with them on why was this particular thing so difficult for you to start? What's going on there?